All right. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing today? We finally made it. The NFL season officially kicks off tonight with Thursday night football between the Detroit Lions and the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, for this game, we do not know the status of Travis Kelce. We know he hyperextended his knee in practice earlier this week. We're not sure if he's going to be able to play or not. We'll probably get some sort of status update in the next couple hours, and we'll probably get an official report about it before the game starts. So we'll see if he'll be able to go for tonight. But, it should be a fun game. It should be an exciting game. Cannot wait to see this go down tonight. It's going to be exciting. I'm not here to talk about that game. I'm not here to preview any game, in fact. This is my yearly channel update. I do this every year before the season starts, or every year as the season gets started, because I want to make changes to the channel every single year. I want to do some things that are new, some things that are different, see how it works, and just have fun on this channel. So, every year I want to add something new. Every year I want to change up how I do a format and just see what works and what doesn't work, just to have fun and see how the channel goes. This year's no different, and this year should be very interesting in terms of some of the changes and additions I'm putting on to this channel. So, let's get into it. All right, first up, things that will stay the same. My live reaction and commentary. If you've been on the channel for a while, you know I do a live stream for every single primetime game, and I do commentary for it. So Thursday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, and Monday Night Football, I'm here live streaming and commentating over the game. That's not going to change. It is an aspect that I enjoy. I love being able to communicate with you guys and just talk football and talk sports and also be able to commentate over the games. It's something that's cool, something that I enjoy, it's something that's fun for me. So it's something I'm going to continue to do. Another thing I do is live stream and commentate over every Ravens game. As a Ravens fan, it is my responsibility to do that. And I make sure to do that as much as possible. So that's not going to change. The aspect of me live streaming and commentating games, that is not going to change on this channel. It will be here for another season. Because I saw people in the comment section asking me, am I going to be doing that this season? Are you going to be doing the live streams? I will continue to do the live streams as long as I am available. Now, of course, my schedule doesn't always allow me to, but whenever my schedule does allow me to, I will be here streaming the primetime games and streaming every Ravens game as much as possible. Just every Ravens game will be streamed if I am available. That's not changing. Another thing that's not going to change is our discussion videos. We always do discussions about the Ravens in terms of what's happening, how things are going, anything positive, anything negative. We do that. We also do discussions revolving around other teams in the league, and that is something that I'm going to continue to do. I don't see any reason to change that. We will see discussions. In fact, you might see more discussions this year because there's so much to talk about, specifically with the AFC. There's so much to talk about that it feels like we have to constantly discuss this. I'm actually considering doing a power rankings this year. Like, legitimately, with the way the AFC is looking, we might have to do a weekly power rankings video. That's something I might add, but, we'll have to think about that. But, the AFC is so interesting this year, you have to talk about these teams. And I'm going to do that. So the discussion videos, they're not going anywhere. Those two elements are going to relatively stay the same. But there are going to be some changes. The biggest change that will happen on this channel is with the preview and the recap videos, specifically for the Ravens. Now, of course, I do a weekly preview and recap of the upcoming game the Ravens will be dealing with. Of course, with this week being week 1, we have an upcoming game on Sunday against the Houston Texans. I will have to make a preview video of that. It'll probably come out today or tomorrow. And, of course, after the game finishes, I will have to do a recap video. With the preview and the recap, I'm switching it up in terms of how I want to approach this. So it's going to be a different outlook. It's going to be something that's I'm not going to say it's unique, but it is different from what I've been doing the last couple years in terms of a preview and a recap. I want to switch it up and see how this goes. So it may be something that results in the videos being longer or the videos being shorter. Let's be real, it's gonna make the video shorter. I'm not about to be here for 20, 30 plus minutes doing a recap video the way I've done in the past. It's probably gonna make things a hell of a lot shorter. It's also gonna help me be able to communicate with you guys a lot more because with the recap videos, I'm going to have you guys get involved. I'll explain that when I actually get into the video as to how you can get involved in that, but I actually want to do something different in terms of how I'm going to do my whole recap video. It's something I wanted to do for a while and just have fun with it. It's a comedy gag, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, the preview videos and the recap videos, they're going to be different this year because I have a different format, and I'll explain it when I get to that moment of discussing how this is going to go. Another thing that is actually going to change here is how I do my reactions in terms of my live reaction and recap of the other games that aren't Ravens games. So obviously after every primetime game, be it Thursday Night Football, Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, that's a non-related Ravens game, I usually give some sort of recap afterwards. I'm not really going to do that in that format, but I will still be giving a reaction. Now, how am I going to do it? Well, I'm bringing back an element that I used to do back in the day. So if you've been on this channel a long time, or you were here like back in 2019, 2020, you would know that one of the things I would always do when I was doing my recaps and my reaction videos was I was legitimately just pacing around in a circle and giving my takes. Pacing around in a circle, giving my reaction and giving my recap of the game. I want to bring that back. However, I'm not going to bring it back in an element that has me doing that for 6, 7, 8+ minutes. No. I want to shorten the time dramatically. An element that I don't really have on my channel that much is shorts. And it's something I actually want to get into doing more, especially for those reaction videos and those recap videos, specifically because I'm legit live streaming and commentating for 3+ hours. To do that and have to do a 10-minute video afterwards, it's draining. So I want to be able to give a brief recap or a brief reaction to how the game went, and I'm gonna do that via shorts. So we're bringing back the whole Paceman, skit or whatever you want to call it, but it's going to be in shorts format. It's just going to be in shorts format. It's going to be a lot quicker to do, and depending on how it goes, I may create like 2, 3, or 4, 4 shorts for the same reaction. I don't know. I'm just thinking about it in my mind as to how I'm going it, because I'm just legit. I have it written down, but I'm just spitballing it right now. I got too many ideas in my head, and I'm trying to put it on the table, and I'm just thinking about how I'm gonna go about these shorts. So I'm just gonna leave it here now and say we're gonna be doing shorts for those reaction videos, and we'll just see how those go. But yeah, past that, we will still do occasion reaction videos because I feel like I can't completely take off that element. If I'm feeling good enough to want to give a 8-minute or whatever, I don't even time these things, but if I want to give a longer reaction, yeah, I will. But for the most part, it's going to be in shorts format. The last thing I'm actually adding here is going to be very interesting, and I don't exactly know how this is going to go, but I'm willing to try it. There's so many games that play at the same time on Sunday that it's very difficult to keep up, and I never really get to watch those games, so it's a lot of football that I end up missing throughout the regular season. So I want to do something different about that. I thought about doing a whole weekly recap with every single game, but there's so much that goes into that I just don't have time to do because I got a bunch of other stuff on the way. And if I was to do a weekly recap, it's a bunch of editing and stuff. I've done it in the past. I've tried it. It's just too much for me to do at this stage with all the other stuff I have to do. So I want to switch it around and do something that allows me to still be able to watch those games or watch those highlights and still talk about it. So I guess what I'm doing this season is I'm dabbling into the reaction video aspect in terms of watching the highlights and reacting to it. Should be very interesting as to how that's gonna go. It's definitely gonna be edited. I'm not gonna be like putting it out straight through because I don't want to put you guys through. I don't even know how these highlights are gonna be. So like I don't want to put you guys through 10, 15+ minutes of a video where you have 6 minutes of me just sitting here in dead silence like, nice catch, good touchdown. I'm not doing that, okay? I'm not doing that. It's gonna be similar to how I would normally react if I was doing an actual live commentary. And because of that, there'll be moments where I definitely do edit it out. Edit out those blank periods of me being in dead silence because I want to give you guys my full reaction into my takes. So whenever I'm giving commentary about something, whenever I'm reacting to a play that's happened, whenever I just choose to pause the video to have a brief discussion about what's happening in the game or how I feel about a certain take, I will be showing all of that in an edited video, I just want to add a lot of different elements this season, and I just want to see how it goes, It should be a fun season, but there's so much that goes into these games in terms of following them and keeping up with everything that I feel like I have to do something different if I want to involve all the teams. And I feel like the other elements of these changes, it is what it is. It's just to have fun. But the whole reaction video thing, I feel like I really have to do that if I want to be able to truly cover all the games the best way I possibly can. Because it's much easier to just do a reaction video of the highlights than to do a whole recap. Because if you do a whole weekly recap, you have to watch all the highlights, then you got to edit together, you got to write a script and do everything. I don't have the specific time to do that, at least not right now, to be able to do that on my channel. Because I got a bunch of other things I'm trying to do in the background, and I'm working on that, and I just have to make sure I have as much time as possible to put something out here. So this is my solution to that. So yeah, we're gonna the new changes is mixing things up here with the preview and the recap. Mixing things up here with adding shorts to the channel, or at least being more consistent with the shorts, and mixing things up in terms of doing more reaction videos to highlights of games that I missed. So obviously we're gonna have a bunch of games that are happening, especially some good games like that Dolphins and Chargers game that's happening. I legitimately know I won't be able to commentate over that, but I legitimately want to watch it, so I will be reacting to whatever happens in that game, because I'm not gonna have time on Sunday to even watch all those games. That's another thing too. I'll have time to live stream the 1 o'clock game, but usually after that I have other things to do, so I miss the other games. And the next time you see me, Sunday Night Football. So anything that happens with the other 1 o'clock games, I don't know. The 4:25 games, I don't know. Next time you see me, it's just the primetime Sunday Night Football game. So I miss out on so much football, and I don't want to do that this season. This is my way to be able to keep up with everything that's happening around the league with all these other teams in terms of how they're performing. And I just want to see how it's going to go. So maybe it burns me out even more than I thought, or maybe it works out and we have a lot of fun. And it is what it is. I don't really care in terms of burning out, as long as I'm having fun with it. Because if there's a level of burnout there, it's not gonna bother me if I'm just enjoying what I'm doing. I'll just look at that and say, hey man, I'm having fun with it. It's a lot of work, but as long as you have fun with it, it's cool. So we'll just see what happens this season in regards to how my channel's gonna go. I don't know. I just have fun here. This is a channel where I want to have fun. In terms of things that are different formats or different aspects, like scripted content, I can always start another channel and do that, which I might actually do. That's plans for the future. Either way, guys, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. This video should not have been this long, but I felt the need to talk about all the different elements. Anytime something happens on my channel, or anytime something changes, I always reach out to you guys and tell you, because I want y'all to know. I don't want to just spring something on y'all and all of a sudden you're asking, what is this? So, yeah, channel update. Here it is. Not in the best format, but hey, at least you know there's going to be some changes. That's pretty much all I got to say for this video. Be on the lookout for my discussion. I don't even know if it's going to be a discussion. I don't know how I'm going to format it, but be on the lookout for the next video, because that's most likely going to discuss how the previews and the recaps are going to be done. And then afterwards, we'll just get ready for the start of the season. Tonight should be fun and interesting with this Thursday Night Football game. We'll just see what happens. Anyway, guys, I'm done. I'm going to go handle some other stuff. I'm not even close to being done recording today. And of course, we got Thursday Night Football. So I'll see you guys later. Take care. Peace out.